The European project, born from the ashes of World War II, has always been about more than just economic integration. It was conceived as a way to ensure lasting peace and stability on a continent that had been ravaged by conflict. It is a bold, ambitious vision of a united Europe where nations work together for the common good, transcending old rivalries and divisions. A continent where the horrors of the past would never be repeated. The memory of war serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of unity and cooperation. Today, that vision is being tested as never before. The challenges facing Europe are complex and multifaceted, requiring a coordinated and determined response. Russia's actions in Ukraine have shaken the foundations of European security, bringing the specter of war back to the continent, forcing the continent to confront a new era of geopolitical uncertainty. The stakes are high, and the decisions made now will shape the future for generations to come. The European Union has responded to this challenge with remarkable resolve, demonstrating a unity of purpose that has surprised many observers, mobilizing billions of euros in financial assistance to support the Ukrainian people. This aid is a lifeline for those affected by the conflict. This aid is not just about providing immediate relief in the face of conflict. It is about laying the groundwork for a stable and prosperous future. It is an investment in Ukraine's future, a commitment to helping the country rebuild and emerge stronger from the current crisis. The rebuilding efforts are a testament to the resilience and determination of the Ukrainian people and the support of the international community. The stakes could not be higher. The outcome of this conflict will have profound implications for the future of Europe and the international order. The outcome of this conflict will have profound implications for the future of Europe and the international order. The choices made now will reverberate for decades. The European Union's response, therefore, must be guided by a clear-eyed understanding of both the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead. It is a moment of reckoning, and the path forward will define the continent's legacy. The European Union's commitment to Ukraine is not a recent development. Since Ukraine's independence in 1991, the EU has been a steadfast partner, providing financial and technical assistance to support the country's democratic transition and economic development. In the immediate aftermath of the Russian invasion, the European Union acted swiftly to provide emergency assistance to Ukraine. Recognizing the long-term nature of the challenge, the EU has continued to scale up its assistance in the years since. These funds are not simply a handout, but rather a strategic investment in the future of a free and prosperous Ukraine, one that is firmly anchored in the European family. The year 2024 marked a turning point in the EU's financial support for Ukraine, with the announcement of a new wave of assistance designed to address the country's most pressing needs. This included a substantial €18 billion macro-financial assistance loan, aimed at helping Ukraine manage its burgeoning debt burden and maintain macroeconomic stability. Building on this commitment, the European Union unveiled the Ukraine facility in January 2025. This ambitious program, with a potential funding capacity of up to €50 billion, represents a new paradigm in EU assistance. The first tranche of €3 billion was disbursed under the Ukraine facility in January 2025, providing immediate budgetary support to the Ukrainian government. These financial packages, unprecedented in their scale and scope, represent a concrete manifestation of the EU's unwavering solidarity with Ukraine. The Ukraine facility is more than just a funding mechanism. It is a lifeline for a nation rebuilding. Unlike traditional aid programs, which are often fragmented and short-term in nature, the Ukraine facility is designed to provide predictable and flexible support over a multi-year period. This long-term perspective is essential for Ukraine to plan for its recovery and attract the private sector investment it needs to rebuild its economy. The Ukraine facility is structured around 5 key pillars: governance and rule of law, energy security, green transition, digital transformation, and social cohesion. The flexibility of the Ukraine facility is one of its key strengths. The program is designed to adapt to Ukraine's evolving needs, allowing for adjustments to funding priorities as the situation on the ground changes. The Ukraine facility is a powerful symbol of the EU's commitment to Ukraine's future. Section 5. Beyond financial aid, securing Europe's eastern frontier. The European Union's support for Ukraine extends far beyond financial aid. It encompasses a comprehensive strategy that includes political, military, and humanitarian assistance. This multifaceted approach is designed to ensure that Ukraine can withstand external pressures and maintain its sovereignty. It is rooted in a deep understanding that Ukraine's security is inextricably linked to the security of Europe as a whole. The proximity of Ukraine to the EU's eastern frontier means that any instability in Ukraine has direct implications for the entire continent. Russia's actions have shattered the illusion of peace on the continent, forcing the EU to confront the reality of a resurgent and revisionist power on its eastern border. This has led to a significant shift in the EU's security and defense policies, emphasizing the need for a robust and coordinated response. The EU's support for Ukraine's territorial integrity and sovereignty is unwavering. This commitment is reflected in the numerous statements and resolutions passed by the European Parliament, as well as the continuous diplomatic efforts to rally international support for Ukraine. The bloc has been at the forefront of international efforts to hold Russia accountable for its actions, imposing unprecedented sanctions and providing Ukraine with the political and diplomatic support it needs to defend itself on the world stage. These sanctions target key sectors of the Russian economy, aiming to pressure Russia into changing its aggressive policies. Beyond the immediate crisis, the EU is also working to strengthen Ukraine's long-term security and resilience. This includes various security cooperation projects, military training exercises, and long-term aid packages designed to build a more robust and self-sufficient Ukrainian defense infrastructure. The EU's commitment to Ukraine's security is a reflection of the bloc's determination to defend its own values and interests. By supporting Ukraine, the EU is not only helping a neighboring country in need, but also reinforcing the principles of democracy, sovereignty, and territorial integrity that are fundamental to the European project. Section 6. Investing in the future, the economic implications of a stable Ukraine. The European Union's support for Ukraine is not solely driven by altruism, it is a strategic investment in the future of Europe. A stable, prosperous Ukraine is not just a geopolitical imperative, it is an economic opportunity for the entire continent. By supporting Ukraine's economic recovery and reform efforts, the EU is creating the conditions for sustainable growth and job creation. This in turn will benefit European businesses and investors, opening up new markets and opportunities for trade and investment. Despite the ongoing conflict, Ukraine's economy is showing signs of resilience, with growth projected to accelerate in the coming years. By investing in Ukraine's future, the EU is investing in its own prosperity and security, creating a win-win scenario for both sides. Section 7. Europe's helping hand: humanitarian aid in times of crisis. The human cost of the conflict in Ukraine has been immeasurable. Millions have been displaced from their homes, seeking refuge both within Ukraine and across international borders. In the face of this humanitarian crisis, the European Union has responded with unwavering compassion and generosity. Humanitarian aid has been a cornerstone of the EU's response from the very beginning, providing a lifeline to those most affected by the conflict. The EU's humanitarian response is a testament to the bloc's commitment to the fundamental values of human dignity and solidarity. Section 8. The road to accession: navigating Ukraine's path to EU membership. Ukraine's aspiration to join the European Union is not a new development. This ambition has been a cornerstone of the country's foreign policy for many years, driven by a desire to integrate more closely with Western Europe. It is a reflection of the country's deep-seated desire to be part of the European family, to share in its values of democracy, freedom, and the rule of law. This longing is deeply rooted in the hearts of many Ukrainians who see the EU as a beacon of stability and prosperity. The Maidan Revolution of 2014, which saw Ukrainians take to the streets to demand closer ties with Europe, was a powerful manifestation of this aspiration. The protests were not just about political alignment, but also about embracing European values and rejecting corruption. The EU has welcomed Ukraine's European aspirations and granted the country candidate status in 2022, marking a significant step on its path towards membership. This status is a recognition of Ukraine's efforts and a commitment to support its journey. The EU has provided Ukraine with a roadmap for reform, outlining the steps it needs to take to align its legislation and institutions with EU standards. These reforms are crucial for ensuring that Ukraine can meet the stringent criteria required for membership. The EU is providing Ukraine with significant financial and technical assistance to support its reform efforts. This aid is aimed at helping Ukraine build a more robust economy, strengthen its institutions, and improve governance. Ukraine's path to EU membership will be long and challenging, but the EU's commitment to supporting Ukraine on this journey is unwavering. The road ahead may be fraught with obstacles, but with determination and support, Ukraine can achieve its goal of becoming a full-fledged member of the European Union. Section 9. A defining moment, the stakes of European unity and resolve. The crisis in Ukraine has presented the European Union with both profound challenges and historic opportunities. It has tested the bloc's unity and resolve like never before, forcing it to confront uncomfortable truths about its own security and its place in the world. However, the EU has risen to the challenge. Its response, characterized by unwavering solidarity with Ukraine and a renewed commitment to European integration, has demonstrated the enduring power of the European project. The EU's commitment to Ukraine is a testament to the enduring power of shared values and a common purpose. By standing united and resolute, the EU can help Ukraine emerge from the current crisis stronger and more prosperous than ever before, securing a brighter future for both Ukraine and the European continent.